I'm going to make a green juice, and I thought I would make one with you live to inspire you to drink more juice and eat more veggies. There are many benefits to making fresh juice. The primary benefit is that it is full of enzymes, so it's not pasteurized like the juices we find in the store. The enzymes are very important because it helps our body feel its personal best and full of energy. I'm going to close the sliding glass door. Okay, so yeah, fresh juice is really, really important, and it's also a great way to eat more veggies because sometimes vegetables don't really taste that good, and it can be a bit boring just eating lots of salads and lots of vegetables. So basically, this is a really potent green juice recipe that I have here, and it's gonna taste like nature. Okay, so firstly, we have 1 lime, which I'm going to put in the blender, and then use a nut milk bag to strain the pulp from the juice. I'm doing this instead of using a juicer because it just takes less time and it achieves the same result. Okay, so if you don't have a juicer, just get a nut milk bag and then you can make juice. So there's no need to spend all this money on a fancy juicer if you don't have access to that. You know, just really work with what you have and with where you are and just make the most of that. Okay, so I have 1 lime, and this acts as a natural preservative because of the citric acid. So this juice will last in the fridge for up to 3 days as a result. Next, I have about 2 large cups of celery. So celery is really high in sodium and potassium, but it's this perfect ratio where your body responds really, really well to it. Your body will just love celery juice. And it always makes me feel so good. It reduces inflammation. It really helps digestion. It helps your skin glow. And it just makes me feel so energized. So consider celery juice if you're just wanting to reduce inflammation and feel better overall in your body. But this particular juice has a few other ingredients in conjunction with this. And next we have 1 pound of Swiss chard. So Swiss chard is a particular green that is not very popular. And I'm juicing it because it's not very palatable to eat raw unless if it's steamed. So because I want the raw enzymes from the chard, I'm going to juice it. Next, I have micro radish greens. So I chose these because they're full of enzymes. So these radishes have a very potent enzymatic power because they're picked fresh and they have more nutrients than if you were to get a radish. You know, the green part of any veggie is more nutritious than the vegetable. For example, the carrot tops have more nutrition than carrot. So just something to keep in mind. But although the carrot tops are really not very palatable, so that's why I would juice the carrot tops versus eating it. Yeah. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is simply blend this. I think I'll add a little bit of coconut water just to help it blend. And the fun thing about making juices is that you can really play around with it. And it could be different proportions of particular ingredients that you like. But the key with glowing skin from within is lots of greens and lots of raw vegetables. Fruits can be okay, but for just overall longevity and health, I would say vegetables are best because they have more minerals. And that's really important, especially because our soil today is quite mineral depleted, and a lot of people are mineral deficient and don't even know it. And so I would say that just supplementing with high mineral dense foods, if possible, can be super helpful in reducing overall cravings, just feeling more energetic, just shoring up any mineral deficiencies. Okay, so now we're going to blend. Okay, so that's pretty good. I don't want to blend it too much because I don't want to oxidize any of the produce, but I want to say too that the reason why this is green, and I said in the title, green juice for glowing skin, is because greens are so high in chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is what detoxifies the body and what oxygenates the body. And diseases cannot occur in an oxygenated body. So therefore, it's important to oxygenate our beautiful bodies with lots of greens. And a really great way to do that in a very condensed form is through the use of juices, because we get all of the live enzymatic benefits and the chlorophyll and vitamins and minerals, and do your best to make sure everything's organic also, so that there's no pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, etc. Okay, because that would kind of negate the whole point of what we're doing here, which is to build energy, feel better, be happier, just perform better, be the best version of ourselves, you know? So next, I'm going to pour this in the nut milk bag and simply strain, and that's it. That's pretty simple. This takes about 6 to 8 minutes, I would say, to strain this, but it depends on how large the batch is. And if you're juicing something high in soluble fibers, such as pears, then that takes longer to juice. But if there's more insoluble fiber, like kale, for example, then it will strain at a quicker rate. I have over here 2 mason jars. I think this batch will make about 2 16-ounce jars worth of juice. So this will stay in the fridge, like I said, for up to 3 days because of the lime. If you don't have lime, you could do lemon or apple cider vinegar, anything with citric acid, which acts as a natural preservative. Again, it's super critical because if you don't have the citric acid component, then the juice will oxidize at a quicker rate, which will thereby decrease the amount of minerals in the juice. And I find when I start juicing more, my nails grow so fast, my hair grows so fast, I have better sleep, everything just feels better, you know, and a lot of it is the minerals and the hydration. It's just so important to do certain things like this on a regular basis, certainly for me, just to help me achieve the results I desire. But if you if you're short on time, a possibility could be to make a large batch of juice and then bring juice to work, you know, like in a mason jar or in any sort of airtight container of a mug, anything that you have, and then you can have your juice during your work hours, and it will just give you so much energy and so much mental clarity, make your skin glow, like you'll just feel so good. Just try it. I've been juicing for 10 years, okay, and it changed my life, and that saying is perhaps overused, but it's very, very true. Like, juicing really did change my life. There's a reason why I've been doing it for 10 years, and there's just so many benefits. It's much different than smoothies, okay? In smoothies, there's all the fiber, which is amazing. We need fiber. but there's not the condensed nutrition that occurs in the juice. So that's the difference. Okay, so now we have all of the fiber here, like all of the pulp. So if you're super creative, you could make a particular recipe with the pulp. For example, sometimes I'll make almond milk and then make a recipe out of the almond pulp. You know, like almond cookies or something with agave. I don't know, like you could just get so creative with this kind of thing. So I'm gonna rinse the blender and then pour the juice in the blender and then pour it back into the mason jars. And then we will be done. And then I'll do a taste test, of course, and I'll tell you how it tastes. Smells very potent, very, very healthy, that is for sure. Yeah. If you want to add some sweetness, you could include some stevia drops, which I may actually do that because this is going to be pretty strong. I can just tell. I've made a lot of juice. I can tell by how it just looks and everything. Like it's going to be really, really potent. Like medicinal, like wheatgrass juice, for example, or kale juice. Okay, so I made about 18 ounces or so. Yeah, okay, so about 3 cups of juice. So that's pretty good. And now we'll add stevia. Just in that one. In this one, I'll just have pure green juice. Okay. That's actually so good. Yes. I think the key ingredient is the lime. It adds a very tropical flair. Yeah, the one with stevia is also delicious, but make this juice, use this video as a sign to inspire you to eat more veggies, to just be more aware of eating more greens, and you will notice all of the benefits. And I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next video.